and welcome to NTP Talks Online Recipes. I'm Erin Gaines, NTP, and I'm your host today. So today we're going to be making black bean brownies. These are gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free, and I figure it'd be a great recipe for the upcoming holidays. We've got Halloween and Thanksgiving coming up, lots of sweets, so this is a really good substitute for sweets, even though it's definitely still a sweet, so remember that. But it's very easy, it's in the blender, and what I like about this gluten-free recipe is that we are using black beans. A lot of gluten-free recipes tend to have lots and lots of different flours for the ingredients because you're trying to substitute for flour, and I don't like keeping that many flours around. It's just too much work for me. Some people love it, but too much work. So black beans, and that's your flour substitute, and I really like that. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. It's so easy, super simple in the blender recipe. So to start with, you need 2 cups of drained and rinsed cooked black beans. So you can use canned or you can use ones that you've made. I tend to use ones that I've over soaked for, say, chili or something. I made way too many. I tend to do that all the time. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of honey. You can do 1/4 to 1/2 cup. I don't like it quite as sweet, so I use about a 1/4 of a cup. And my honey is raw, and it's totally has been crystallizing, so it gets a little bit tough to get out of the bowl. Okay, and next we're going to use 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can use butter as well. You just want to use a high temperature oil since we're going to be baking. Butter would make it not dairy free though, just so you know. 3 eggs. And a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. We're also going to give it a little bit of salt, just a shake or a pinch, whatever you want to call it, and a teaspoon of vanilla. I know this is a big bottle of vanilla. It's one that my husband, he made this vanilla, so I still have honey on my hands. So it's in a huge bottle. And then we're just going to do what we always do on this show, which is blend. And you want to blend until it's nice and smooth. Smooth batter. See? Tastes great. So now what we're going to do is we have a buttered 8x8 inch pan, baking pan. Try to get all this goop off here. I lick my fingers when I cook, obviously. Love it. Okay, I just pour the batter. Oops, looks like I have a little honey in there. I just pour the batter into the pan. And what's interesting about these black bean brownies is that they don't really have a beanie flavor. Well, some people say that. I think they tend to right when they come out of the oven and for that day, but the next day they're actually way less beanie flavor, and actually none at all, I think. So I usually make these the day before. I'm making these for a potluck tomorrow, so where I know that you have some gluten-free people going. So that's why I'm making it today. All right. So after we get our batter into the pan, we just spread it out until it's flat. There's many variations on this recipe. You can do cakes, just look online, they're everywhere, but you can do anything you want with black beans, or white beans if you want to make a vanilla version. So next what we do is I'm going to add about half a cup of chocolate chips to the top, or you can do broken up candy bar like I've done here, because I tend to be able to find chocolate bars that have way less ingredients than chocolate chips, so I use chocolate bars instead for a lot of my chocolate chip substitutes. And just sprinkle it over the top. And you pop it in the oven and it's ready to go. And you want to put it in at 350 for about 30 minutes. And I have chocolate all over my hands. But before we go, with the magic of TV, this is what it looks like when it comes out. We have brownies. And they tend to be very, very moist. They're not chewy brownies. They're very moist brownies and they're delicious. So that's it for today. For more recipes and health-related articles, visit ntptalk.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.